What inspired you to start Fearless Journeys as a community and a business?
Yeah, Mark, from the time I graduated till for the next 16 years, I worked at three different organizations. All three were nonprofit organizations focused on public policy. And I primarily was in charge of doing the development fundraising operations for those organizations. One of the things I started just, noticing is I visited with a lot of business owners, a lot of entrepreneurs, and I just would walk away from learning all these stories of people. I have a very curious mindset when it comes to other people. Like, how did you get from here to there? And every time I would walk away from one of these conversations, I would say, gosh, I wish more people could hear that person's story. And after I probably said that to myself 20 or 30 times after leaving a meeting, I was in the car driving around and a little light bulb went off in my head. And I thought maybe I can have a podcast and allow these people to tell their stories. Well, I started that podcast in 2015. And 9 years later, I've had 151 episodes. 2020 happened. I was getting close to 100 episodes. I was thinking at the time, maybe I should do something to commemorate 100 episodes. So one of the first things that came to mind was maybe I could write a book. And that was one of the things that led me then to saying, wouldn't it be cool if I could connect all these entrepreneurs like Mark Cleveland? And in addition to that, people who are listeners to the podcast could, instead of, just simply listening, I said, what if I start a community where the listeners could connect with some of these great innovators I've had on the podcast, and they could all be connecting with each other and really learning from each other. So we'll have these online live leadership sessions every month where we'll have one of the innovators come on and lead a session on some area of expertise they already have. And I'm lucky that something like 55 of my previous podcast guests have elected to become a featured innovator in the Fearless Journeys community.